Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lori if you're new here, and in this video I'm gonna talk about my top 10 reads of 2023. In total, I read this amount of books. I don't know the number yet because the year is still going, but I'll put the number up here. And honestly, this year was packed with so many good reads. A couple that I absolutely hate, and I don't know if I should even mention them, but overall it was a very nice year. The first year where I've taken reading seriously, and so I'm very glad that I got to read so many amazing books. But yeah, I'm here to talk about my top 10. So the first book is actually rated 4 stars, but it felt wrong not including it because it would not feel complete. As Good as Dead, which is the third book in the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. This is my Roman Empire, alright? The whole series is. This was so bizarre, and it makes me want to hug Holly Jackson and ask if she's okay, because what was this? It was still amazing. I love her writing. This was an amazing read, but I have to put it at the very bottom because if you know, you know. If you know, you know. In number 9, 7 Days in June. And honestly, this book, this felt so different in the best way possible. The characters had so much chemistry, and it actually made me believe that it is possible for two people to reconnect and rekindle their love. Honestly, what's not to love about this book? It had so much banter and also included serious topics which felt fitting. I think they were handled very well. Some topics that I maybe have not come in contact with or been exposed to in life, but while reading this, I felt that they were nicely covered. If you're thinking about picking this up, I highly recommend it. I enjoyed it all throughout. Book number 8. All That's Left in the World, and oh my god, I love this book. It made me giggle and kick my feet so much. I enjoyed this so much that I made all of my friends read it, and I got only positive feedback. So that has to say something, right? It's just one of those books that you do not want to put down, and I wish so badly that there was a sequel, but I'm really glad that I rediscovered Erik J. Brown as an author, and I'm excited to see what he puts out next. Next on the list is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder Part 1 and 2, and I think this would be number 7 and this would be number 6 because this one somehow had better writing, I feel like, than this one, but I love them both so much. This is making me want to reread them. This is how much I love them. If you haven't yet read this whole series, including this one, you absolutely have to. If you like mystery, if you like romance, a lot of plot twists, girl, just this is it. This is where it's at. This is the series. Go read it. Okay, the next book I feel bad ranking because it is an autobiography. So just think of this ranking as how often I've thought of this book. So it is up there. That is none other than I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jenette McCurdy. It was so powerful and so incredible, and it honestly made me change my whole mindset of how the entertainment industry works, especially for young child actors. It's bizarre the things she writes about, the way she talks about all her domestic career and relationship experiences. It's actually insane that nobody had any idea that she was going through all of that, and it makes me have so much respect for her, even if before I wasn't thinking much about her, but now I keep thinking about it so often in my life that I definitely think that this book has altered something in my brain, and I have so much love and respect for her, and I wish her all the best. Coming in at number 4 is The Cheerleaders, and tell me why I read this book in less than 2 days. I loved the pacing so much, the characters. I loved that the main character was actually a powerful, strong woman. We love that. She had a personality. I'm in awe. I could not ask for anything more. It had so many plot twists, and maybe the reason that I'm putting it higher than A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is because I read it more recently, that it did feel more like a new adult than a young adult mystery, but it definitely is up there. Oh my god, I love the Cheerleaders. My third favorite book of the year is Carrie Soto is Back by Jenkins Reid. Bro, tell me why I was so invested in a tennis game. I do not care about tennis at all. She could write about a bug and I would still be entertained. This is why I say that Jenkins Reid is one of my favorites, if not the favorite author. The emotions put into this book feel so real and so deep. I cried while reading this. Everything about it was so entertaining, and I love the way Jenkins Reid writes. It's one of a kind. She really has a talent. And with that being said, my number 2 favorite book is Daisy Jones and the Six, also by Jenkins Reid. And this is also my Roman Empire. I have the show's soundtrack as one of my favorite playlists on Spotify of 2023. So I don't know, I come back, I listen to the songs, and I remember just how much I fell in love with the characters, the writing, and it made me realize I actually enjoyed the interview style that is used in this book, which did come as a surprise to me, but I don't know, like I said before, she could write about anything, and she has. I just love her, and I have nothing bad to say about this book. Number 1, which actually surprised me a little bit, but it is a book that I have been thinking and talking about for so long, and it made me find a new favorite author, and I'm so glad about it. And my number 1 favorite book of 2023 is Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Malinda. She's got a point, she's an icon, she's a legend, she is the moment. This is the only book that can stand next to 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and be besties with her, okay? I love the characters so much. I think one of my favorite parts of the book was the fact that there were no communication issues. I think that's something in books that I like read and I sigh out loud because it annoys me so much when characters just don't communicate their thoughts or feelings. But in this book, it was exactly what I needed. And there was so much representation, so many different kinds of people. I loved to read this so much. Like, I was putting it off because I did not want it to end. I did read A Scatter of Light, but I did not enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Last Night at the Telegraph Club. Everything written in there felt so real. It felt so real, and this universe will forever live in my mind. Nothing bad to say about this book. If you haven't read it, I really highly recommend. I highly recommend. It's one of the best ones out there, honestly. So here it is. Here's my list, including all the books that I don't have physically with me. Let me know what was your favorite read of 2023, and if you agree or disagree with any of my ratings. Let me know if there's a book that you recommend for me to read in next year. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you another time. Bye bye!